Season's greetings and welcome to Soft Focus. I'm Sophie and today I'm going to be going through my top 5 Christmas films for this year. First of all, let's define a Christmas movie. I've divided it into 3 categories of what I think would make a Christmas movie. Category 1, full on about Christmas. Set in Christmas time, about Christmas, everybody's wearing a Christmas hat.
I love you, Santa Claus.
I love you, son.
Something like a movie adaptation of A Christmas Carol or one of those really shitty Hallmark movies where someone learns the true meaning of Christmas.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Tim.
Category 2, incidental Christmas. Now these things are where Christmas is in the story but it's not part of the story. Think about Black Christmas. So it's at Christmas time but Christmas has nothing to do with anything. Maybe somebody eats a bauble. Category 3, Christmas association. It might be that you and your family have watched this one film at Christmas for decades and it's now a tradition even though you all hate it. I also lump snowy movies into this category because I can't help but get that cozy feeling and want to put up a Christmas tree with McCready. All of my films I think fit into category 1, so let's jump into it and let's see if we can get you in the Christmas spirit. Number 5, Silent Night, Deadly Night. This is a solid slasher movie and one of many that could have been solved with just a little bit of therapy. Young Billy witnessed his parents get brutally murdered by a man dressed as Santa Claus. Couple that with a weird encounter with his deranged grandfather and you've got yourself set for a whole lifetime of really bad Christmases.
You see Santa Claus tonight? You better run, boy. You better run for your life.
Spending time with drunk Uncle Bob doesn't seem that bad anymore. In his adulthood, Billy has to stand in for a store Santa Claus, and that's where things take a little downward turn, as it were.
You're being naughty. Right on Santa's lap. I don't bring toys to naughty children. I punish them.
He sure knows how to handle kids. He's great, isn't he?
Severely.
When Billy is psychologically triggered after hours in the store, what follows is absolute carnage, and what he believes is rightfully punishing those who deserve it.
Just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you.
His brother Ricky is the focus of the sequel, of which the first 40 minutes are just a recap of the first film, so you really can just skip that bit.
What the hell's all that noise out there?
This movie was really heavily criticised at the time because the world was just not ready for a murdering Santa. I really enjoyed it, not only for the gore, but the setup and the story and the character development. You really get invested in his capture, and hoping that all those kids get therapy. Number 4, Christmas Eve on Sesame Street. I can't say that with a straight face after that. Sorry for the absolute genre whiplash that you just experienced there, but this is my list and I will include TV specials if I want. This movie/TV special is my personal family tradition at Christmas. I also once dressed up as Big Bird to watch it, but that part is optional. Everything about it is cozy, glistening, and the absolute epitome of my childhood Christmases. Definitely watch this if you want to see Oscar the Grouch seriously injured falling down the stairs. So he gets arsey and tells Big Bird Santa will not bring presents if he can't get down the chimney. Never mind that he has done so every year prior to this and Big Bird does not even have a chimney. He asks Kermit to get the gang together and they ask kids in real interviews in what could be something off the subreddit r/kids are fucking stupid.
If Santa Claus has to deliver all those presents to boys and girls on Christmas Eve, how does he get down the chimney?
Easy.
With all the presents, the big bag of presents, all those presents. How?
He comes down with his reindeers.
But adorable nonetheless. The side stories also stuck with me just as much as the main storyline, such as Cookie Monster eating every means of communication at his disposal and a Christmas tree.
Excuse me.
And Bert and Ernie trading in their prized possessions for a gift for the other.
Well, here's Rubber Ducky.
There's a bunch of songs throughout as well, such as the one about where they don't really know what a miracle is, it's not Christmas lights, and Oscar hating Christmas.
I'll tell him where to put his toys. I hate Christmas.
Big Bird decides to wait on the roof to find out how Santa gets down the chimney, and he freezes to death. No, he's fine, but he misses Santa and realizes that it wasn't important after all.
What is important is we lost you tonight, and we were all very, very worried about you. And if that isn't a true blue miracle, I don't know what one is.
Number 3, Feed Us 2 Sleigh Bells. Before I start, I think it is important to say that if you enjoy a movie, it is a good movie. Feed Us 2 is shot on video, badly written, poorly acted.
That's right, you stupid son of a bitch!
Incredibly low budget, and I can't really remember the storyline unless I think really, really hard about it. But it is the most fun I have had watching a movie in ages. The prequel, Feed Us, followed the story of 2 guys going on a road trip and encountering little grey man-eating aliens that can also clone people. And this movie features an incredibly long, boring flashback of that, but it's fine to just tune out and go and make a cup of tea or something. They really upped their production, Sleigh Bells. The special effects were on point, and the acting was like something out of Tim and Eric.
Alan, are you leaving work early?
I'll try, but don't hold your breath.
But today is Christmas Eve.
Tell that to my boss, he doesn't care.
That's right, you stupid son of a bitch!
The aliens are fantastic and I cannot help but smile at them, though they will not shut up. So the story goes, the alien boys come back to Earth, but this time it's up to Santa and his elves to save the world.
This is the worst Christmas I've ever had!
Something the girls have been working on for next Christmas.
It is an absolute treat and also an absolute blur. You could watch this over and over again and not get bored of it, I promise. I wish there was something more comprehensive I could say about it, but I'm also incredibly confused. Santa is also really good. This is my favourite on-screen Santa of all time.
Well, I better be off.
Is it too late to save Christmas?
Of course not, you moron! I'm Santa Claus. All you have to do is
Number 2, Jack Frost.
As long as you hold someone in your heart, you can never lose them.
Jack Frost.
No, not that Jack Frost.
World's most pissed off snow cone.
That Jack Frost. Released in 1997 straight to video in the US. Jack Frost is another slasher, but the way this one is executed makes me love it so much. A prison transport vehicle is transporting serial killer Jack Frost to his execution one night when it crashes with a genetic research truck. Oh no! Jack Frost is completely obliterated by the chemicals inside the tank, or so we thought. In actual fact, his soul is taken on by the snow.
Bingo. Dino DNA.
The cop who put Jack Frost behind bars lives in the nearby town of Snowmanton. He just happens to drive past the accident. Snowman Jack heads over there to enact revenge, killing anybody who he meets along the way in some fantastic snowy ways. Of course, the genetic research facility and the FBI are keen to keep this under control, but they don't do so very effectively at all. The whole town has to come together on realizing there is a serial killer snowman on the loose and figure out what it would take to take down this crystallized water. I just think think it's a really fun and festive slasher that has some real effort put into it.
Don't eat yellow snow.
Number 1. Gremlins. You knew it. You could tell I was going to put this at number 1. If you've heard me speak at all about my favourite Christmas movie, it is Gremlins. I've watched it countless times, and there are so many things that I love about it. Critter movies are always a winner, because they're the stars, but everything in this one is just done so perfectly. The storyline is simple. It's just some guy who buys his kid a pet.
What is it?
No. It's your new pet.
And kids are clumsy doofuses who can be tricked into giving you chicken past your bedtime.
You guys are really hungry.
You proper feel the despair that the town feels as they lose their shit to these mischievous little bastards. They all have their own personalities, and you can bet that I would have one as a pet and it would definitely end the same way. My cats convinced me to give them treats at 3 AM just to shut them up. I'd be completely hopeless. The puppets are well detailed and they're animated in such a way that makes them feel pretty real. The comedy isn't too slapstick or stupid either, so it doesn't pull you too far out of the story, and it does it without being too gory. It would have been so easy to, but it focuses more on the chaos and less about the old lady that goes flying out the window and definitely dies. In fact, you find out in the sequel that the Futtermans don't die, even though they had a snowplow driven into their faces, because they end up going to visit Billy, which is very nice of them. It's just iconic, and it serves a valuable lesson too. A gremlin is for Christmas, and not for life. So there you go, my favourite Christmas movies for this year. I recommend finding them on your favourite streaming service, sitting down your tired, drunken, overstuffed family and making them watch these. Until next time, I'm wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. Oh, what's this? Is this for me? I wonder what it could be. Well, if it isn't my favourite Christmas movie.
Just wanna love you, just wanna hold you, just wanna be with you till we grow old. Please tell me you'll stay or take me away. I want you for myself every single day. You set my world on fire.